Well, hey guys, long time no see. Haven't played this in like a week, even though I've been back home before. I really didn't have any time to play since I had so much work to do. And now it's break time. Wait, is it lagging? I hope not. Um, yeah, it's break time. I actually don't know when I'll upload this set of videos because in like 3 or 4 hours well, actually no, a bit long, but wait, what time is it? It's almost 12, so yeah, in about 3 hours I'll be leaving to the airport to go to my hometown, or home country. So yeah, this is probably gonna be uploaded maybe 10 days after recording. Maybe, if I'll have time, I'll upload it now, or after I finish. We'll see. Anyway, so I think what we should do is maybe go back to Citadel. I have no idea what my plans were, like what I said I'll do in the previous episode. But I think no, wait. You know what? Let's go talk to some people. Let's go talk to our companions. I don't think we talked to Liara yet. Is she downstairs? I think she is. I think she's in the medical lab thing. 1B. Hey, Liara.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
Don't mention.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I.
Nice.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
Yeah,
but I am
because
not
of
like Benezia.
your mother.
I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Goodbye. I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Cool. Let me, learn more about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander.
You're
I
an
spend
alien.
most of my
You are
time on
interesting.
remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds boring. Actually, no, it sounds pretty cool. Do you like it?
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology.
Damn
That is
right.
why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm fascinating.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Oh no.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard.
Jeez,
I
chill.
only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Relax.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I
well,
prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Okay. Tell me about your culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming
really?
the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation
I
in
thought
galactic disputes.
Tally
My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community.
found Citadel.
Each
maybe.
species
No?
contributes something to the greater whole.
Uh-huh.
Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
What kind of misinformation?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us.
Oh wait, are there any
We still require a
men
partner to
Asari?
reproduce. This second
I don't think
parent,
so.
however, may be of any species and any gender.
Yeah, I think they're only like females. Or genderless or whatever. Where are we gonna call them? They are. That's disgusting. Wait, what did she say? We are acquire a partner. How is that disgusting? And what do you mean, how is that possible? Just tell me about Benezia.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled?
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was
You're
not like
calling...
her.
Why are you
Something
calling her
changed.
by her name?
I should go.
Is that
Goodbye,
Is that-
Shepard.
the thing? Like, I don't know. I call my parents, you know, mom, dad. Unless, you know, it would be like a step parent, then, you know, I would probably call them by their name. Hey, good. What's that?
Anything you need, Commander?
Personal input?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Off the record?
Alright. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This
Oh?
Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
What do you expect me to do?
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
What's bad? That's alright.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation
Oh.
and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry,
Brain camp?
hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Damn corporations.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents to expose people to element zero.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case, anyway. My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects.
What year is it now?
Until then, they'd relied
Isn't
on
like
accidentals. Bunch of guys in
2023 or something?
Jump Zero.
Jump Zero?
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name.
Gagarin
Biggest
Station.
and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Tell me about your friends.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out.
Nice.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
What? Time to get physical? What? Oh, right. I thought like Shepard is gonna be like, time to get physical. But yeah, he means that, you know, that there was some time to, you know, do either talking or the other stuff.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games.
Haha, nerd.
There was this girl named Rana.
Ooh, a girl.
Had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart. And
Are
charming
Turkish
as
people
hell.
rich? I don't think so.
Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Me? Did you love her?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things
but
never felt together. Training, you know.
How about intentional exposures?
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
That's all you have to say. Well, sounds rough. Wait, go on about what your boot training?
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
You never know. Hey, you can talk to me.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I
Gee.
appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
That's cool. Good talk, man. Good talk. That's... I think this is just my room, right? Okay, let me check on Tally and the other aliens. And Ashley, I think her name is. Another human. Uh-oh. Garrus, why do I have any things?
Looking for supplies?
Sure.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay. Wow, I have lots of money. Heavy armor. I don't think I can wear heavy armor yet. Assault rifles. Oh, this is cheap. Oh, well, it's worse than mine. Well, it's more accurate. Wow, mine is very inaccurate. But yeah, I don't really need anything like that. No. Hey Garrus,
Commander,
how are you doing? You and CSEC.
why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Such as?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments.
Why are the graphics so weird?
Big arrest.
I think I have him on max, maybe. I don't know. Well, actually, no. Like, Trevor's face looks okay, but Garrus's looks very blurry. Wait, he's taking my. Who's taking yours? Is it your father, maybe? Why?
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC
Your
manager.
father, yeah.
Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried.
His
I'll
armor
become
looks
just like
okay.
Saren.
Just his face.
He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Spectre, no
You
kidding.
were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises
That would have been
Spectres.
awesome.
He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I see.
I
Well, then,
suppose I can understand his
yeah, I don't
concern.
really wanted to be a
You
Spectre.
can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why I'm a Spectre. Why I became a Spectre.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Coolio. Hey Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yeah. Pussy.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Wow.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You met him before?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Oh,
I would have if I thought it was important.
keep talking. Well, I mean, it's not. Is it important? I don't know. I don't really care. Unless you have like, personal feelings that would conflict with our mission.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus system.
Oh no.
They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Damn.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once.
I bet he
We've
had
been
to
raiding
kill
ships
people.
in the area for months.
Yeah.
And we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet.
What was in it?
I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone.
Interesting.
I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
You wasted your time? What was in the
What
ship?
kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big.
Interesting.
If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it.
Maybe you
That's why I
didn't.
didn't mention it sooner.
Yeah, maybe you saw something valuable, but you didn't know it was valuable. Maybe like, you know, a beacon or something. I don't know. What kind of ship that was?
Whose ship was it?
Or
There
yeah, it
was
was
a
the
Volus
captain.
trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Of course. You're Krogan. Is that it?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my
Interesting.
instincts were right.
Gee.
Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Oh no.
Every damn one.
What does this have to do with anything? Sure. Did they extend?
People really die?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too
Are
spread
you getting
out.
weaker? I mean,
None
well,
of us
as a
are
race,
interested
yeah.
in
But
staying in our own
individually.
system.
So, didn't we talk about this already, Genophage?
What can you tell me about the Genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details.
Yeah, I think we
They
already
hate
talked about this.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
You did.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What? Yeah, and then I think you ask him that, and then he says that there aren't any Krogan scientists
So long,
and
Rex.
all that other stuff. Rex. Hey, actually.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
Lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With due
Racist.
respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're aliens?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors,
Shut
weapons.
up, woman. You're out of line. You can't handle the truth. What? No. You don't trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
Oh.
We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
We need allies, though.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now,
I
if their
agree
backs
to an
are against the wall,
extent, but you
then
know,
abandon
not
us.
just for aliens, you know, for anyone.